Don't know how to ride a clutch bike. First time ever riding. This is what, like my third day. What have we got to talk about the Lexmoto ZSX-R? First of all, they give it a stupid name. It's just difficult to say. Everyone gets the letters confused. Honestly, it's a bad naming scheme. I don't like it. The ZSX is hard enough to say as it is, and then you add another letter on the end. Mate. See, maybe if you had your lights on, I'd know if you were driving or not, and I might have let you out. Obviously, this video, as you can probably tell from the title, it is positive. Not much negative about the bike at all, to be honest with you. So I've also just got to point out, I've already pointed out my new rider, but I've also got to point out this is a new bike. So we've got 53 miles on the clock. So it's a brand new bike. It's the third day of having it, and I've done 50 miles. So, you know what I mean? You can see that's the 50th mile I've ever done on a geared bike. So when you see me f***ing up with a clutch, I'm sorry. You're probably cringing when I'm just like probably ruining the gearbox, just disintegrating the gears. You guys have to let me know. Help me improve my clutch skills, because I don't know what to do. Ooh, so it's a newish bike, so I'm not absolutely repping it. Trying to, shift early. Upshift early. Not done any top speed runs. So fortunately this video is not a top speed run, because I don't want to just peg it off the line. 50 miles, brand new bike, and then just go full speed, like whatever, 65. Getting the bike was pretty simple. So my local dealer is actually about 5 minutes away. I'll have to advertise them, put the link in the description. Oily bikers. They hooked me up, got me this bike, and they're selling for RRP, which is the thing that I love, because the Lexmotos, they're that cheap. No one seems to want to sell them for the price they're actually supposed to be sold for. So this bike's RRP is £1,600, so 1,599 or whatever. And then you've got plus on the road fees, and that applies to any dealer. They do charge different amounts, but it's about £100. I paid 120, but I'm not complaining because I got the bike for RRP. There's many companies selling these Lexmotos, and big companies, nationwide delivery, and they get you with shit like that, but they're selling the bike for £2,000. Let me click this visor up. Oh, I can't bloody get the clip. Oh, I'm getting confusion now. I can't remember what side the clip is on this helmet, because I'm wearing my old helmet because it's still got my GoPro mount. We're fogging up, boys. I'm using clutch quite a lot here, so there. Yeah, there we go. There we go, we got it. Geez, that was actually really difficult. So this is the way I'm looking to go. Placid Pike. I was literally here yesterday. I'll post some pictures of that. I got some pictures of my bike up there, and it looks sexy. I of course got a model of the bike to make it look even sexier, but man, this traffic here is just AIDS. go into first gear, please. I don't have a ton of experience, so that's why I feel like people are not going to respect my opinion too much. But you got to trust me on this one. Yes, yeet this. Oh shit, indicator. We don't need that anymore. I also don't know why it does that as well. Like, about 5,500, 6,000 RPM, it seems to just jerk a little bit. But I've been told by the dealer that there's a problem with the stock ECU on these bikes. So basically, when you get the bike, it comes with an ECU that passed the emissions tests. But then when it actually, when you get the bike, then they just realise that this ECU's not ideal for the bike. It's not putting out its full performance. So basically, they get the fucking ECU to pass the emissions test, and then once it passes emissions and the bike's handed over to the customer, or beforehand, it depends how long it takes to, how quickly the customer wants it. I wanted it quickly because I need my bike to commute. But yeah, they'll swap the ECU over for a bit more of a performance-based one. The actual dealer doesn't know too much about it either, but of what we've heard, it seems like it's more of a mid-range kind of deal. Jeez, man, he gets power down these hills. Jeez. Hey, thank you. You're on the right side of the road. I appreciate you. To be honest with you, I quite like this road, so I might just turn around and go back. Free manure. Oh, free manure. I'm actually gonna have to go down here. I love the sound of the brakes on this. I don't know why they make this funny, just noise. It sounds cool. Let's just turn around here. So I mean, like, then I said double click. Like there, did you see that? Like I had the clutch fully out and it goes I don't know if that's me, like if I'm dumb, I'm in the wrong gear. Wait, traffic enforcement cameras, what the right, okay, I'll watch my speed this way then. Geez, downshift. That was me not rolling off the throttle properly. Right, back to the bike and not me being just crap at riding. The suspension feels nice, not gonna lie. That reminded me just as I went over that pretty big bump there. Jeez, it still felt nice. Definitely a little bit more than, you know, that I'd say to the CB125F. Which in the CBF 125 is probably very similar. So you know what I mean? The seating position, the seat's relatively comfy and not have a problem with it. Not overly squishy. You know, overall it feels pretty nice. The seat position, I'm not having any problems with my back or anything. To be fair, I am kind of sitting in a bit of a funny position, but the suspension's soft. It gives you a nice feel. It's nice and soft. I like it. But you know, still not too soft. It handles well. So I think it's a rear shock at the back, which I can't compare it to anything like I said, but is supposedly supposed to perform a little bit better than dual shocks if done well. And I think in this situation it has been done well. Well, there's my boy that we saw before that didn't try to kill me. The one that didn't try to kill me. Appreciate that. Man, it's nice riding up here, but oh my god, it's cold. I also need to really watch out for these stones in the road and crowd. Come on, you're trying to kill me still. It is narrow, like 2 cars can't fit down there, but a bike and a car can easily fit. Just move over. The plan was to go left, but down here, but it continues into traffic, so I'm just gonna go right. What else have we got? First impressions of the bike. I've had a tracker fitted with this bike, which, man, geez, I can't recommend more. Because yeah, the bike's not being robbed or anything, but I just know if it was robbed, hey, this is gonna help. This is still a really cheap bike compared to others, but at the same time, it's still a lot of money. You know, about £1,700 including on the road. And I don't want that getting robbed. Horrible turn. It's like a downhill, sideways thing. And of course the traffic's bad. People with one light trigger me. Hey, we did that alright. So, first impressions of this bike, overall, it is just beautiful. It feels so nice. The power's there. 100% the power is there. It's got a nice engine, so it feels nice and smooth. And oh my days, the exhaust is beastly. Like, I started this thing up for the first time, and oh my god, I was like, what the? Because it sounds like a big bike. It's just got that loud hum. You know, you can get aftermarket exhaust, you know, designed to make it louder, and then it sounds nice. But this is stock exhaust. It might not look fancy. It's just a matte black finished exhaust. So overall, I'm bloody loving this bike so far. Like I said, the only thing I've got to compare it to, I've not got like years of experience and had 25 different 125cc bikes, but of what I have got to compare it to, which is my brother's. I know I've only ridden it a little bit, but my brother's CB125F. You know what I mean? Comparing this to it, I 100% would rather this bike, and that's not just looks or anything. But yeah, I do think that is a fact. I think this bike looks a hell of a lot better than the, I guess you'd say, competing price from the Japanese models. They're not really Japanese, they're Chinese. Gotta check out Spicy 110's video about that beef. You know, people go, Lexmoto is Chinese, it's crap. Honda CBF is made in Chinese factory. But I'm not going to talk anymore about that, because I think Spicy, he's just summed it up, so there's no point in me talking about that at all. But you know what I mean, we say competing price, Japanese models, and they're not competing price, because I mean this costs 1,700, and I think the CB125F is like 3. It's the cheapest of the, you know, it's the cheapest of the Hondas, or you know, the is it YZF or something, is it called, the Yamaha? You know, there's still nowhere near the price of this. So we say competing models. I prefer this over the competing models of the Japanese brands. But yeah, out of them two scenarios, they're not Japanese, and they're also not competing price. They're just the cheapest of the Jap bikes, the Japanese owned bikes, not Japanese made. So I'll link Spice's videos to that, because he sums it up, and there's just not much point in me going over it, to be honest with you. Another thing that's great about this bike, fuel economy, 125, they're all great. Even the sportier ones, they're still really, you know, miles per gallon's about 100 or something. It's alright, man. Oh, I just way prefer this over any of the cheap Japanese bikes. Cheap and Japanese, they're not cheap. They cost like not far off double the price of one of these, and they're not Japanese, which doesn't make a difference. At this point, you know, it just doesn't make a difference, because these bikes are just that good. It doesn't. But yeah, I prefer this bike so much. The kids want me to do a wheelie. I'm sorry, bro. I've had the bike for 3 days and I'm not doing wheelies. Oh, I did accidentally let go. Just my hand slipped off. In first gear, my hand just slipped off the clutch. Like just as I was letting go of the clutch to set off, and I just dumped it. I was revving really high because I'm not used to it. Yeah, that did a bit. The bike jerked. I wasn't even trying. I'm sure it's easily capable.